On the beautiful island of Motunui, there was a brave little girl named Moana, who always looked up at the stars with wonder. From when she was very young, she loved the sea and dreamed of sailing across it to see what was out there. But her father, Chief Tui of Motunui, would often say, "The sea is very dangerous." Even so, in Moana's heart, there was always a voice calling her, telling her that one day, she would have an important adventure on the sea. As the sun was setting, Chief Tui held little Moana's hand and they stood on a tall cliff. He pointed to the faraway ocean and said softly,
"The sea is beautiful, but it can also be dangerous. Our home is here, on Motunui Island. This is where we belong."
Moana looked up at her father with curious eyes, but she understood that he was saying this to keep her safe. As Moana got bigger, something scary happened. The coconut trees turned brown, the fish swam away, and everyone on the island started to worry. "Where did all the yummy coconuts go?" the kids cried. Under the whispering palm trees, Grandma shared a secret story. 1,000 years ago, the mischievous demigod Maui took the shining heart of Te Whiti. And oh dear! The ocean caught a cold. The corals lost their colors, the fishies hid away, even the waves forgot how to giggle. She winked and whispered, "But guess what? Only a brave hero can return the heart and make the sea sing again." Moana's eyes sparkled like stars, her heart going pit-a-pat as the distant waves seemed to call her name. Grandma led Moana into a secret cave glowing with ancient paintings. Tracing the images of sailing canoes, she whispered,
"We were voyagers. Brave hearts find their way."
Moana's toes wiggled in the sand as she stared at the dancing boats. Right then, she knew. She would sail past the reef, find Maui.
"I must sail to return it,"
she told her father. But Chief Tui's face turned stern.
No! The kind Te Whiti has become a terrifying volcano monster. She destroys every boat that comes near.
He gripped Moana's hand tightly. Under the bright golden sun, little Moana excitedly pushes her tiny canoe into the sparkling sea. With an adventurous grin, she sneaks off on her very first voyage, her round little pet pig pool waddling right behind her. Gentle waves lap against the wooden boat, helping it glide into the big blue ocean. But little Moana didn't sail very far before whoosh! The wind blew in huge waves as high as palm trees, flipped her canoe over. She fell into the sea, swallowing big gulps of salty water. She was soaked all over and struggled to swim back to the island in disappointment. She was so tired that she could hardly move, dragging the broken paddle along the beach. Step by step, she made her way back to the village, feeling really sad inside. When Moana returned to her village, she found that her beloved grandmother, Tala, had fallen gravely ill. In her final moments, Tala gave Moana the heart of Te Whiti and encouraged her to carry on with her mission. With Grandma cheering her on, Moana felt strong again. She held the heart of Te Whiti tight and set sail. This time, she was determined to return it to the goddess Te Whiti. She came to a beautiful island, where she finally found Maui. Moana tells Maui that the heart of Te Whiti, which he stole and then lost, was given by the ocean to her grandma. Now, they must return it to the goddess Te together to restore life to the islands. Maui refused at first until Moana said, "You're not just a demigod, you're a true hero." His eyes lit up, and he grabbed her hand.
Fine! Let's return the heart, but I'm steering.
Together, they stepped onto the boat and sailed toward the sea, with the rising sun lighting their way. As they journeyed across the sea, Maui shared his sailing skills with Moana. Moana told Maui how much she loved the ocean, and that nothing would stop her from saving her home. Then Maui sat down with Moana. He mumbled, scratching his tattoos. His voice was as small as a baby seashell.
Sometimes, even demigods feel one way.
At first, Maui just helped Moana. But after their adventure, he didn't want to leave. They became true friends. The ocean suddenly turned angry. Giant waves crashed over Moana and Maui's boat, almost flipping it upside down. The storm roared around Moana's boat, lightning flashed. Waves crashed. But she gripped the oar tight, her brave eyes saying,
I won't quit.
Maui swung his magical hook. Whoosh! Trying to steady the rocking boat. But the storm roared like an angry lion, and waves as tall as mountains made even brave Moana gulp. Teamwork saved them. The storm clouds yawned and drifted away. Sunbeams turned the sea into liquid gold. Moana and Maui smiled at each other. They trusted each other completely now. As golden moonbeams danced on the waves, Moana's eyelids fluttered shut, and a most wonderful dream began. As she dreamed, magical fireflies sparkled around her like tiny stars, and she found herself in a beautiful underwater paradise. Suddenly, there was Grandma Tala's glowing spirit, smiling her big, warm smile, just like Moana remembered.
I'm so proud of your courage, my brave wayfinder. Remember, Moana, the ocean believes in you. Can you feel your courage bubbling like waves?
Moana stretched and grinned, her arms felt strong as the waves.
That bumpy reef won't stop me now.
Moana and Maui sailed off again to find Te Fiti. The sparkling sunset ocean listened as they laughed and planned their adventure. Moana and Maui arrived at Te Fiti's island. But wait! Where were all the beautiful flowers? The whole island was covered in icky black smoke, and kind Te Fiti had turned into a growling volcano monster. Maui's heart pounded with fear, his feet shuffled backward, ready to run. Even though the growling volcano monster spat fire, Moana didn't run away. Holding the glowing heart of Te Fiti like a shield, she stepped forward alone and yelled,
Te Fiti! This belongs to you!
Moana threw the glowing heart of Te Fiti high into the air, right back into Te Fiti. Moana returned the heart home, and Te Fiti's smile burst open like a sunflower in the morning. Te Fiti changed back into her beautiful goddess self, and flowers and trees popped up everywhere. Moana and Maui sailed home to Motunui, cheers. The whole village jumped and clapped as their boats reached shore. And look! The coconuts grew fat again, the fish splashed happily, and the island sparkled like before. Moana stands by the ocean's edge, gazing far across the sparkling water. The sea calls to her once more, its waves dancing like old friends inviting her on a brand new adventure. With a hopeful smile that lights up her whole face, she feels her heart swell with excitement for all the wonderful journeys yet to come. 5 big lessons from Moana. First, follow your heart. Just like Moana heard a little voice inside saying, "You can do big things," you have that voice too. When your heart says go for it, be brave and try. Second, believe in yourself. When Moana's father said the ocean is too dangerous, she hugged her little boat and whispered, "I'll try anyway." And that brave try, just one paddle at a time, led her to save the whole island. Third, be a helper. Moana saved her island and taught Grumpy Maui to be a true hero. When we work together like the ocean and the waves, even big problems get smaller. Fourth, learn from mistakes. Remember when Moana's canoe flipped? She dried her tears and built a better boat. It's okay to mess up. What matters is trying again. Fifth, never give up. Remember, the ocean didn't choose Moana because she was perfect. It chose her because she never stayed knocked down. Hey, brave explorers! Be brave like Moana, listen to your heart, never give up, and remember, teamwork makes the biggest waves. When you fall, rise up stronger, and shine as your one-of-a-kind self.